Chads, what's going on? Today we're going to be breaking down Andrew Tackett's strength and conditioning training routine before UFC BJJ 2, before his match against Renato Canuto. This is on Andrew's YouTube, so he's going to take us through it, and we're going to, give a GigaChad's opinion on it, all right? So let's go ahead and dive right into it.
Such a good institute. I'm also about to go pick up some free breakfast and later on some free lunch, so we vibing.
All right, so Andrew relocated from Austin, Texas to Las Vegas to train out there. The nice thing about, there's a lot of talks about there being like the money thing, right? Like contracts, getting X amount of dollars and whatnot. If you are a UFC athlete, a UFC BJJ athlete, I'm assuming you will have access to the Performance Institute, which means you get access to a ton of different resources that are pretty costly, okay? For example, like nutrition. Like this guy just said he's going to get 2 free meals. Like that's incredible. That's going to save you a bunch of money if you get a lot of meals from the institute. The strength and conditioning. That's expensive if you get somebody who's worth a crap, okay? And I'm sure the Performance Institute isn't just getting Joe Schmoes and Joe Turds from Turdsville, right? Like they're getting some high quality strength and conditioning coaches. So you're going to get a really great strength and conditioning routine to help you become a better athlete. They got great recovery tools like the cupping, the massage therapist, whatever. That's expensive. I think they get free supplements too. That's pretty freaking sweet. So there's a lot of other benefits besides the money that they're getting from the institute that you also maybe should consider. I think they're just not getting treated like crap. But then again, not everybody can just up and relocate to the Performance Institute and take advantage of this. But I will say that is a nice perk if you do sign with the UFC BJJ. But anywho, let's get into it.
Good. I like this already. Big brace here. Big brace here. We're going to punch it.
All right. Looks like we're starting off the landmine shoulder press. Okay, the kneeling landmine shoulder press. So he's doing a shoulder press with the right arm. His left leg's probably up and his right knee's probably down, kind of like in a kneeling position there. And so the nice thing about the kneeling one-armed shoulder press, it's a unilateral movement. So you're working, both sides, addressing weaknesses. Maybe Andrew's left arm's big, stronger than his right arm. So, this addresses both sides, no overcompensation. You're getting both sides done. Also, it focuses a little bit more on the core, bracing the core before you freaking explode in and drive that weight up. The coach did a good job of cueing Andrew, of saying, hey, let's get this tight, before Andrew completed a rep there. Is there any benefits to a landmine versus a dumbbell? It's just a different variation, I would say. You can do this with a dumbbell. But sometimes maybe grapplers maybe have a bad range of motion with their shoulder and can't get quite all the way upright with it. And that'll cause the rib cage to kind of flare up a little bit and a lot of stress on the lower back. Whereas the landmine, you're kind of going forward a little bit more and not just straight up. And that can allow keep your core in a favorable position. So I don't know. Both are good options. Just progressively overload it. So yeah.
Come down for 1 second and then hold for 3, 2.
All right. So he's making him hold for 3 seconds, and then he's freaking exploding through the landmine. As you can see, it's not like a humongous amount of weight here, but Andrew is doing a good job of keeping it focused, intent, and exploding through the weight. All right. Andrew hasn't been out there long, so I'm sure this is the beginning of a program they're doing. And so he's probably just keeping it lighter, and they'll progress to heavier weights as the program moves on.
2, 1, punch it. Perfect.
Let's check out that armpit hair. Fluffy, luscious. You gotta appreciate it.
3, 2, 1.
Exploding through it. Nice.
I'm gonna lean towards the kettlebell just a little bit. Towards it. There you go. Hold that. You're new.
So it looks like we got a suitcase carry here. This is a predominantly core exercise with a little bit of grip. Looks like they've added a little variation to it by adding a towel to the kettlebell. This will make the people who like that gi grip training, they love that. They like making those gi attachments to cables. I don't know. It's whatever. It's just a variation of the grip. Makes the grip a little bit more challenging than just holding on to the kettlebell. Nice little touch, a little variation. For the suitcase carry, this will work your opposite side oblique. So he's carrying on the right side, focusing on contracting that left side obliques to keep his body straight up and down like there's a metal rod. You don't want to be leaning too far forward to the right. You don't want to be leaning forward to the left to overcompensate for that weight. You want to just be staying straight up and down. Don't want the weight leaning against you. You just want your core to be keeping that weight where it needs to be, okay? And so Andrew's doing a good job. He's got pretty good posture there, doing the exercise
Control
correct.
now. Good grip. Nice and tall. Nose and belly button are in line.
Yeah, that's a good cue. Nose and belly button in line. Good cue. You can see Andrew's taking small steps, not rushing it, but not taking like too small steps.
Easy.
Just keeping a nice,
Don't bring it back.
smooth pace.
So nice about working with someone at the PI, they get my weights for me.
All right, so he's just goofing around, giving his coach some crap, some shit. But if you have like a one-on-one personal trainer and they're with you, like correcting your technique and stuff, and you're paying for that, that is probably like a bare minimum that they should like get your weights and all that. Like a lot of good coaches, all the good coaches I've seen on the internet and in person, get the weights for the client. I feel like you're gonna like push them really hard in the workout. Get the weights for them, set them up for success. So that's the other thing is you could have them set it up, but they could set it up wrong and hurt themselves, and you don't want that. You want to set them up for success, for the best possible. Have them able to rest and focus on doing the exercises, and you be the coach and set them up for success. So that's a really good coach. That's what good coach does.
That's right, Sean. That's right, Sean. What happened?
He's just giving
That's
some
right.
guff.
Yeah, we got a bench. Give my weights for me.
Although we heard his name is Sean, so I said, you know what? Let's do a little research about Sean, okay? I go to the Performance Institute. Here he is, Sean Cincinnati. I don't know how you say his last name. It's very confusing. A lot of I's, a lot of S's, like Mississippi. But yeah, he's from California. He's from Austin, Texas. I don't know. Maybe he worked with Tackett in Austin, Texas. But then he moved out to the PI. He's got a freaking master's degree in kinesiology, so pretty smart Chad there. Go to his Instagram. Yeah, there we go. CSCS, so he's a certified strength and conditioning specialist. I'm working on getting this here certificate now myself. So if you guys want to see the journey of that and how I'm preparing for that, let me know. He's also a USA weightlifting certified, and obviously he's flexing the master's degree. But yeah, looks like he's a former rugby player, freaking hopping over some dudes. That's pretty sick. Looks like he freaking coached Tony Ferguson here. That's pretty sweet. Tony just won against Salt Poppy in boxing. Good to see him back in the win column. Oh yeah, this is what we like to see here. Odd lifts from the strength and conditioning coach. Zercher deadlifts, Steinborn squats, okay? Just hoisting loads like that. That's nice. That's good. Not afraid to challenge you. Oh, he's checking his depth with a little medicine ball action. Working with clients, intently coaching. What are we working on here? Boom. Check out the iPad. Knee over toe. I don't know what he's saying, but yeah, looks like a good dude. Looks like a quality specialist.
Bring your whole bench.
Give my weights. Whole bench. All right. This is
I was
gonna
just
be
making fun. I was like, what's so nice about working out at the PI? They get my weights for me.
my job, man. I don't even mind.
We got a little row variation. There's a lot of emphasis on the core in this workout. I think in previous interviews, Andrews has said he has like not spine problems, but like back issues, like back pain and stuff from having a hypermobile back or something like that. And so this makes a lot of sense if you told Sean this, and Sean's addressing that hypermobile back, man. He's making sure he's protecting that back with a lot of core work, and that's pretty smart. Pretty good idea to make the core stronger so you don't injure the back. And so a lot of these exercises, starting with the landmine press, and then the suitcase carry, and now this row variation, he's targeting that core. You're not getting maximal, maybe a row targets the lats. You're maybe not getting the most out of your lat, but maybe that's not what they're focusing on. Maybe they're just wanting to keep Andrew healthy and safe for his next training session. Andrew's not really focusing on getting a whole heck of a lot stronger or adding muscle mass, so they just want to make sure he's, feeling good for jiu-jitsu, which is the main goal. As you can see, he's got a leg elevated in the back here, and that'll put a lot of pressure on the core. And they've also made it challenging by having a 3-second hold at the top, so that'll force you to lighten the load a little bit, and lighter loads will have you like less central nervous system fatigue and make Andrew better to go for his future jiu-jitsu sessions throughout the week. And also the lighter load will be less risk for injury, so he's not moving around heavy weights and potentially increasing his risk for injury, putting himself out of the match with
2, 3. Tuck a little. Hold. There we go.
Good cue there.
1, 2, 3. Good control. 1, up, and then 4.
Now this here looks freaking hard. Okay, this GHD machine really working the obliques here, working it in extended positions. Again, targeting that freaking core, obviously, but also targeting, the adductors and these groin muscles to keep him locked into this right here. This looks freaking challenging. I don't know where he got this from, but this looks hard as hell.
Oh my God.
That looks like that.
Jesus, that is like.
So we skipped 1. So if it's here, it's out, up, out is 1. Reset. Out, up, out.
1.
Reset. Out, up, out. Reset.
Dang it.
Skip the 1.
This other side's to be way harder.
Way harder.
Okay. I got it.
You got it.
Ooh.
Please don't die, bro.
No hands. Looking on no hands.
I mean, I'm covered.
Probably should take your hands off the plate.
You signed a waiver, so.
Correct yourself.
Bring the shoulder down a little more.
Got the obliques on fire.
Good. A little more. Yep, and now straighten the leg.
So this is like we call these like fire hydrants, but this will freaking light your glutes on fire. This is like a good warm up. They may be using it for like a cool down, but yeah, just getting your glutes activated and like freaking getting them ready to go. Also, it's good like hip mobility exercise, and obviously hip mobility is extremely important in jiu-jitsu because you need to have a nice flexible open guard and be able to insert those hooks like Andrew does to take the back from weird angles. So yeah, great drill to work on that dexterity.
You'll get a lot more feel. Oh, yes. And then bring it all back, and we'll do it all over again.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, it
We were
looks like
about
it sucks.
1 second from cramping. 5 each side.
Yeah. And then exhale.
Looks like they got some breathing, so some diaphragmatic breathing. So this is good. If he does have like lower back problems, maybe he has trouble bracing, and so in order to brace, you got to do intra-abdominal pressure, and make sure you breathe in through the belly button, right? Like not in your upper chest and like the thoracic area, because you can't get like tight, but it'll create some rigidity and bracing through the abdominals, and maybe that's what they're working on here, is just getting him to feel that and make sure he can brace in that way to protect his back. Also, just taking big, deep diaphragmatic breaths will help with like recovery and making sure you're getting kind of out of that fight or flight state, and just kind of helps you keep more focused. So not really sure which goal they're going for, but can never go along with
And
that.
like minimize any.
Another cue is like I've heard is like breathe through your butt, like you're trying to like take a breath through your butthole, and that'll get you like to breathe through your diaphragm. I don't know.
Chest rising and try and get it just straight through the belly. Like pulling air through the belly button. People call this like diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing.
This is like a very popular core exercise among like gymnastics. Like you'll see a lot of gymnasts hit this, like hollow back arches. I don't know, hollow something hollow bodies, something like that. But they're just keeping this like right here. Go for time, or like if you go back, that's 1 rep. But they hollow something. I don't know. But excellent core exercise. Once again, they are lighting up that core. They are really focusing on that thing. Looks like maybe it was an upper body day with a little bit of core focus. I don't know, but yeah, his abs must be on fire. His stability is going to be on point. No
3,
kidding.
4, 5, 6.
Who's gonna run the boats?
7. Who's gonna carry the boats?
Yeah.
I am the boat.
I am the boat.
And done.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. Put my weights up for me now, too.
Yeah. Put my weight. Just
my
doing
weights
my
up.
job. Don't mind me.
Just got done with the workout, guys. Sean ran me through a super cool workout. Thanks to him, I'm feeling healthy going into my match with Hanato.
Let's go.
You know, feeling like a beast, so
Looking like a beast.
let's go.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
So yeah, that's the video of Andrew preparing in the weight room. Obviously not a heavy horse cocker, just getting some light weights, getting healthy, like some PT looks like, and just, you know, making sure he's ready to go on the mats, keeping the main thing, obviously. You do not want to detract from your jiu-jitsu training because you're going so friggin' hard in the weight room. Obviously, if, you know, jiu-jitsu is your main thing, like Andrew, that's his job. He needs to make sure his body is ready to go and he's able to perform, and he can't be being stupid in the weight room. So overall, I would rate it a pretty good strength and conditioning routine.